All right, so today we're going to dive into a concept it's quietly been a total game changer for the best software teams out there. I'm talking about feature flags. We're going to see how they let teams ship new code with absolute confidence, basically making that terror of a big release a thing of the past.
Okay, so to really get why feature flags are so powerful, we've got to start with the problem, right? We need to talk about let's call it the old way of shipping code and all the fear that comes with it.
So picture this. You've poured weeks, maybe even months, into some amazing new feature. The code is clean, all the tests are passing. It's time. Time to go live. But as your mouse is hovering over that deploy button, what do you feel? Is it that little knot in your stomach? That's what we're talking about. That is the dread of a high-stakes, all-or-nothing deployment.
Yep, this is what's called a big bang release. It's exactly what it sounds like. You push one button and bam, the new version is live for every single user, all at once. It's this massive single point of failure, and the consequences, well, they can be pretty catastrophic. And these risks, they really create this awful domino effect. Just think about it. One single bug can bring down the whole system. Now, suddenly, the dev team is under immense stress. They're scrambling to rush out a fix, which is slow and, honestly, probably going to introduce even more errors. All the while, your users are getting frustrated, maybe even angry, and your company's reputation takes a serious hit. It's just a vicious cycle. I mean, it's just a super stressful way to work, right? But what if there was a better way? What if there was a fundamentally safer, more controlled way to ship code? Well, there is. And that's where feature flags come into the picture.
So what is a feature flag? At its core, a feature flag, and you'll sometimes hear it called a feature toggle, same thing. It's basically just a simple if statement in your code. It's asking a really simple question. Should this user see this new feature? And here's the magic part. You get to control the answer in real time without ever having to deploy new code.
The easiest way to think about it is like a light switch in your house. The wiring's already in the wall, right? It's all there. But the light only comes on when you physically flip that switch. Feature flags give you that exact same kind of precise, instant control over all your app's features. Okay, so this level of control is all possible because of a really, really crucial distinction. To really get the power of feature flags, we need to untangle two words that people often use interchangeably: deploying and releasing.
This right here, this is the absolute core idea. With feature flags, deploying your code and releasing a feature are no longer the same thing. They're not one big, scary, high-stakes event anymore. Instead, they become two totally separate, independent actions, and you control both of them.
Let's really break this down. So deployment, that's just the technical part. It's you pushing new code up to your servers. With the feature flag turned off, that code is just sitting there, dormant. It's live technically, but totally invisible to users. Now the release, that's a business decision. That's when you decide to flip the switch and choose exactly who gets to see the new shiny feature.
Okay, so what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's walk through a much, much safer and frankly calmer way to launch a new feature using this whole approach.
So let's say you're launching a brand new checkout flow, something super critical. First, you just deploy the code with the feature flag turned completely off. Right there, you have zero risk. Nothing is actually changed for any of your users. Then, you can start the release part. You flip the flag on, but maybe just for 1% of your users. Now you can sit back, watch your metrics, maybe get some direct feedback, and make sure everything is working perfectly with this tiny controlled group. And once you're confident, you just gradually dial it up. 10%, 50%, and finally, when you're ready, 100%.
Okay, this phased rollout is obviously way safer. But what happens if something goes wrong? What if that first 1% of users hits some kind of critical, show-stopping bug?
Well, in the old Big Bang world, this is where the panic sets in, right? It's the late-night scramble to roll back the entire deployment. But with the feature flag, the solution it's almost laughably simple. You just turn it off. And just like that, instantly, the feature vanishes. The problem is completely contained. There's no emergency redeployment, no panicked hot fixes, nothing. Your team can just breathe. And then they can calmly figure out what went wrong, all without the insane pressure of a live crisis. I mean, this is a complete game changer for developer sanity and for the stability of your whole application.
So, we've seen how feature flags just crush risk. But the benefits? They go way beyond just playing it safe. This is where it gets really strategic. Let's look at the huge advantage this kind of control gives you.
And really, this is the key takeaway. Decoupling deploy from release, it isn't just some neat little developer trick. It's a fundamental shift in how you think about and manage risk, and ultimately, how you deliver value to your users.
Because this control, it unlocks a whole new world of agility. Think about it. You can test a really risky, innovative idea on just a tiny slice of your users to see if it even works. You could launch a feature just for people in, say, Germany, or maybe only for your premium subscribers. By taking away the fear of deployment, you're basically giving your team permission to ship smaller changes way more often. And that is the real engine of rapid innovation.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought. Once you truly separate deploying from releasing, you gain this incredible new superpower, control. And with that control, what else becomes possible? It goes so far beyond just safety. Suddenly you can easily do things like A/B testing, run exclusive private betas for certain customers, or deliver totally personalized experiences for different groups of users. That simple little on and off switch, it becomes one of the most powerful tools you have for building better products and doing it faster than ever before.